In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add a dynamic content placeholder in Zendesk. We'll go through the steps together to ensure you can efficiently manage your customer service communication by customizing content based on different audiences. This dynamic approach can make interactions more personalized and efficient. So let's dive right in. To get started, first navigate to Zendesk by accessing their website. If you haven't already signed in, you'll want to locate the Sign In button on the top right corner of the home page and give it a click. Here, you'll be prompted to enter your email and password, so simply fill in your login credentials and hit Sign In again to access your dashboard. Ensuring you have the correct permissions to add dynamic content is important, as some features may require specific admin rights. Once you're in, look towards the bottom left of the interface where you'll find the settings icon. Clicking on this will open up more options. From here, you need to select the Go to Admin Center option, which grants access to the backend configuration area where you can manage settings across your workspace. In the Admin Center, navigate to the left side panel and find the Workspaces option. Clicking on this will direct you to the section where you can manage several aspects of your workspace, including dynamic content. Moving forward, within the Workspaces page, you'll find an option titled Dynamic Content. Selecting this brings you to the section where you can create and manage placeholder content that can change dynamically based on the user's profile or preferences. This is a great tool for catering to a diverse audience, as it allows messages to be automatically tailored without extra effort. Now that we're in the right place, locate and click on the Add Item button to create a new dynamic content piece. You will need to assign a title to your content by typing it into the designated field. Make sure this title is descriptive and reflective of the content, as it will help keep things organized, especially when you begin managing multiple pieces of dynamic content. The next step involves specifying the default language for your dynamic content. This step is particularly crucial if you're dealing with an international user base and want to ensure clarity and precision in your communication. After selecting the language, it's time to input the main content. This is the actual message or information that will be delivered dynamically to the audience. Finally, once you've configured all necessary details, click on the Create button to save your new dynamic content item. Congratulations! You've successfully added a dynamic content placeholder in Zendesk. I hope this tutorial was clear and helpful for improving the way you handle communications in your customer support setup. Implementing dynamic content will undoubtedly bring a level of sophistication and personalization to your customer interactions. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out more videos for other Zendesk tips and tricks.